What's going on, beautiful people? I'm the Grandmaster, and I also go by D-Ray, and I'm your coach of the LA Guerrilla Tactics. And today we are facing off in the next week of the SDA against the Brendan, aka DarkDevil26, coach of the Vegas Golden D-Knights. And if you're excited for this matchup, do me the massive favor and icicle crash that thumbs up button. And if you're new, por favor, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications, hit the bell button so you can be notified every single time we post a new video. I have gotten multiple comments from a lot of people that are interested in me recapping the team before we get started, even though this is more of a fun, casual league to kind of reinvigorate the batteries, not take it so freaking seriously. But people are still interested in what we're going to bring, and sometimes the pokey paste aren't enough. So we'll talk about the team a little bit before we get started, just kind of recapping what we've got, and then we'll hop on in and get connected to Mr. DarkDevil26. So if you're ready to go ahead and pull up a chair, get your popcorn ready, and hit the lights.
Been down and I'ma get it right, dead on sight like.
Okay, beautiful peeps, welcome back. So real quick, I'll probably post on here what his team has. Brendan has got a team consisting of Kyurem, Tapu Koko, Buzzwole, Moltres, Galarian Moltres, Bronzong, Palossand, Tentacruel, Serena, Tauros, Reboot, and Car Bink. So our team, complete team, for those who missed it before, we've got Zygarde, Jirachi, Raikou, Togekiss, Nihilego, Tangrowth, Pangoro, Golisopod, Heatmore, Lickitung, and Shedinja. The 6 Pokemon that we're going to be bringing to this specific matchup. First up, we have is Squishy, aka the Zygarde. Squishy showing up with 1,000 Arrows, Substitute, Toxic, and Protect. This team doesn't have much to break this. There's a phenomenal check in Serena, so we can't bring a Coil Dragon Dance setup set because that thing gets access to Triple Axle and can chew 1,000 Arrows for absolute days. Synthesis back up. So instead of wanting to set up in front of his team with having access to Serena, we're just going to go with the disgusting set and go sub Toxic Protect. Getting a Toxic on the majority of this team is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Being able to Toxic the Buzzwole, the Serena, being able to Toxic the Kyurem would be really nice. Being able to get that residual damage. We're pretty fast. We are faster than a max speed Jolly Buzzwole by 1 point, so we're able to protect and substitute in front of that thing so the Toxic is able to take it down slowly, painfully. Next Pokemon we have is Jirachi, a fat Jirachi. We have Iron Head, Zen Headbutt, Wish, and Protect. A very thick Jirachi on the HP side. Enough speed to outspeed the Kyurem. Timid Kyurem max speed by 1 point to be able to, yes, flinch it to death to get super effective damage with Iron Head. Zen Headbutt is there for specifically the Tentacruel because it's obviously able to resist our Iron Heads. Wish Protect is to not only allow Jirachi to get that health, but as well as the rest of the team, which would be pretty nuts. So this is a fat Jirachi to set, being able to flinch his mons as well as pass wishes to his team. Next up we have is Togekiss, aka Besito, or Arya is the Jirachi, by the way. We have Besito the Togekiss with Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam, Flamethrower, Baton Pass, holding the Choice Scarf. Yes, this is the disgusting flinch set. We have enough speed to outspeed a timid max speed Tapu Koko by 1 point, and we have coverage, right? Dual stabs, Air Slash, Dazzling Gleam. Flamethrower is there specifically for the Bronzong, which would be really nice. And then Baton Pass for that, being able to pivot. If we're able to get in on a favorable matchup, he obviously is not going to want to stay in, like on, say, the Buzzwole. We can click Baton Pass as he switches, so we can get that switch momentum and that initiative to be able to bring in whatever it is that we want to bring in. Next up we have Diego the Raikou, making its debut this season. Diego showing up with Thunderbolt, Scald, Aura Sphere, and Calm Mind. 3 attacks, Calm Mind goes absolutely in on Brendan's team. This is a very fat Raikou to be able to Calm Mind up on a multiple Pokemon. Thunderbolt, it basically hits the entire squad. The resists are hit by Aura Sphere, which is basically just Kyurem. Everything else gets attacked, and then we can click Scald on maybe the Serena to get a burn, which would be really nice. Aura Sphere is neutral damage to the Serena. And being able to set up on his team and put in a massive amount of work would be really nice with the Raikou here. We could probably do We could probably put in the most work with Mr. Raikou. If he's able to get up and get going, it's going to be lights out for the Vegas Golden Corviknights. Next Pokemon that we have is going to be Maruchan the Tangrowth. We have Giga Drain, Knockoff, Earthquake, and Aerial Ace. Giga Drain is there obviously for stat to be able to get the residual recovery. It does awesome damage to the Palossand. Knockoff is phenomenal just to get off items from his entire team. Very clutch utility move. We have Earthquake to be able to hit the Tapu Koko. Specifically, I'm also able to do super effective damage to the Tentacruel because the Giga Drain is neutral, as well as if he's Liquid Ooze, we actually lose health instead of gain health with the Giga Drain, which would be no bueno. Aerial Ace is there specifically to get 4 times super effective damage on the Buzzwole. Cool little tech. Cool little tech. It's basically max death, assault vest, max HP. Next mon we have is our second choice scarfer of the team. So 2 choice scarfers this week, and this one's going to be phenomenal. We have a Nihilego on a bike. Shout out to Dietite. Sludge Wave, Power Gem, Grass Knot, Thunderbolt. Sludge Wave is pretty free on his entire team. We do have to worry about the Bronzong getting out of the way before we can really let this thing pop off, but with the Choice Scarf, we are able to outspeed the Tapu Koko by 1 point, and if we knock out a Pokemon, we get the Beast Boost and special attack, which means that we're able to snowball the rest of the team. Grass Knot is there for the Palossand, which would be really, really nice. Thunderbolt is there to take advantage of the electric terrain that's going to be brought on by the Tapu Koko, which I fully expect to show up in this matchup. There's no reason to leave Tapu Koko on the bench if you have a Tapu Koko. You know what I'm saying? Nihilego on a bike is going to be clutch. He probably is not going to expect me to bring dual choice scarf, so hopefully we're able to knock him off guard. But that is going to be the team that we're going to be bringing for this matchup. We're going to cut to get connected to DarkDevil26, and I'll see you guys over in the matchup. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, we are connected to Mr. DarkDevil26, aka Brendan. He decided to bring the team of Bronzong, Galarian Moltres. He's got Tapu Koko, Kyurem, Buzzwole, and Tentacruel. Cool, so let's go and write this down. Bronzong. Alright, he's got Moltres Galar. Cool. He's got Koko. He has Kyurem. He's got Buzzwole. Buzz. And he's got the Tentacruel. Bet. Okay, cool. So, in regards to our lead matchup, I think that we're pretty safe in leading Arya. He leads with the Bronzong. That'd be kind of annoying. So, do we lead with Squishy? Like, dead ass? Like, I doubt that he leads with the Kyurem. And if he leads with the Kyurem, we do have counterplay for that. So I'm actually going to go ahead and go gung-ho and lead with the Zygarde, anticipating him to lead with the Bronzong. So we'll go with that. But we said it in the DMs already. Good luck, have fun to Brendan. Been waiting for this matchup all day. Real excited to play him. It's been quite some time since we've squared off. So we said it in the DMs. Let's have a good time. Let's have a good time. I hope you guys liked a little bit of a team builder that we did in the beginning, or team recap, I should say. Yeah. Let's get this popping. Let's get this popping. Here we go. He leads off with the Tapu Koko. Okay, that's fine. We should be able to chew a Dazzling Gleam. I'm actually gonna count this real quick. So if he has, shout out to having no hidden power, Tapu Koko. Does he think we're choice scarfing and want to switch out, or he just goes straight for the Dazzling Gleam? Dazzling Gleam does half. Dazzling does half. He has yet to show me a switch in 2000 arrow, so I'm just gonna go ahead and attack him. Like straight up, dead ass. It does 80 to 96% if he has no HP. It's not gonna kill him, but it's gonna do a bunch of damage. We can do whatever we want to whatever wants to come in, and I can substitute the next time I come around. So here comes the Buzzwole. That does nothing, which is to be expected. To be expected. He has leftovers on that, which is great. Good information to have. Leftovers. Okay, I'm gonna switch. We're gonna switch to. You can go for Ice Punch. I'm gonna bring in. I want to see what he wants to go for. Let's protect. Let's protect the scout. Let's protect the scout. Let's see what he wants to do. Sub. Shit. Okay. That's fine. So sub, Drain Punch, Ice Punch. That's an interesting set. So yeah, substitute. I think our play is to go ahead and bring in Arya. We can go for the Zen Headbutt to break the sub. I doubt that he sub bulk up. That wouldn't make sense against this team. And if he is, You know, he got me. Let's see what he's got. We're bringing Jirachi. What does he go for? Ice Punch. Okay. Ice Punch goes off. So Ice Punch, sub, blank, blank. Probably Drain Punch, I would assume. But it brings me down to 82. So how can we gauge that damage real quick before we move forward? So Jirachi brought us down to 182. Yeah, it's 12. That's 12%. Buzzwole, physical wall, level 50. Ice Punch does. So he's actually pretty offensive. He's got some, or he could be just a little bit of attack investment to do that much. Yeah, he's got some investment. He's pretty chunky. So we're gonna go ahead and go for a Zen Headbutt. Break the sub here, guaranteed. Drain Punch should be doing 29 to 35% if he's got that much attack investment, because we're pretty chunky. Goes for Earthquake. Okay. Earthquake, Ice Punch. Interesting set. Interesting set. Interesting set indeed. So what we're gonna do here, I doubt he goes for an Ice Punch. He doesn't want to take a Zen Head, but he's probably just gonna go for an Earthquake again. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go balls deep, and we're gonna go and bring in Besito. So he's got Earthquake, Ice Punch, blank, blank, Earthquake. So this is an interesting set. Probably Drain Punch is his last move. I would assume so. So 3 attack substitute. This refresher from Starbucks, baller. Dragon fruit, get it. All right. So this is gonna be, switching to this is probably the Bronzong. Wow, straight up subs again. Okay. So I'm cool with this going down. To be honest, I'm real cool with this going down. I'm gonna go ahead and Air Slash to break the sub, and then we will go from there. I'm cool with this going down. I'm gonna Air Slash, break the sub. Probably goes to the Ice Punch, depending on his attack investment, because he didn't do very much to Jirachi. He probably does not knock me out with an Ice Punch. That depends, right? 50 to 59%. Okay, so now he switches out. But what is it? He does not want to give me his Bronzong. He's probably gonna go into the he's probably gonna go into the Bronzong, I would assume. So I think that we're gonna go ahead and bring a Squishy here. We're gonna double out. If he stays in, solid play. I doubt he does though. He's gonna lose his Buzzwole if he does. So he's probably gonna switch here. Yep. Amazing Bronzong. Yep. Cool. All right, this set from the Bronzong, kind of this set from the Buzzwole kind of took me off guard a little bit, but that is fine. We recovered just fine. So let's see. 252. If he is a Jolly set, I'm pretty sure I EV to outspeed and max speed Jolly. Yeah, I did. Cool. So we're gonna go ahead and go for a substitute, and on the Bronzong coming back in, we're gonna go for a Toxic. That is gonna be the play. And it's slowly dying behind the sub will be phenomenal. So here comes the Buzzwole one more time. Cool. Our objective is quite simple. We're gonna sub, and we're going for Toxic. Sweet. All right, so we put ourselves back into the momentum. Leaders, I guess is the word for it. So it's looking good, looking pretty good. So from here, we go ahead and click Toxic. He has to break my sub to move forward. I doubt he subs as well. Don't think that makes much sense. And then we will go from there. He saw that I had Protect, so he may fear that and just want to go ahead and attack me and not go for a substitute. We'll see though. We'll see what he wants to do. I would prefer him to attack me, to be honest. I would actually prefer him to attack me. That would probably put us on top. So he's taking his time here, which is good for us because we're going to be up on the timer just a little bit. So we go for the Toxic here. We do land it, which is absolutely phenomenal because this is probably more of a chonky set. Look at us back in the ice stadium. Go Guerrilla Tactics, baby. Go Guerrilla Tactics. Go Guerrilla Tactics. All right, so he goes for an Ice Punch here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and click Protect behind this thing. I think is our best play. The Toxic is going to wear this thing down, which is super phenomenal. If he goes for a bulk up, I don't really care because this is going to get worn down behind the sub, and I have Togekiss in the back that's able to break this thing sub guaranteed. So we're going to Protect here. Reveal that we are this set. And we're going to get 2 rounds of Toxic before he's able to break the sub, which is great. Goes for Roost. Okay, so that's his other move. That's fine. So Roost is his other move. Interesting. So he has no stab. No stab on his Buzzwole. Roost. Interesting set, to say the least. So we're gonna go ahead, and now that we have this information, I'm gonna go ahead and switch out into Arya. I think is the play. Even though we did it before the sub, that should be completely fine. There's Ice Punch. Okie dokie. We're gonna do some switch shenanigans here. I probably could have waited one turn. Kind of jumped the gun a little bit, which is fine. Kind of jumped the gun just a little bit. So on this play, I'm gonna go ahead and switch into Togekiss. I think is the play. He goes for an Earthquake here, actually. So I'm gonna bring in Moto-chan. Let's bring in Moto-chan. Moto-chan should be able to chew hits, actually. This may actually work out better in our favor. There's no reason for me to switch that early. I shouldn't have just switched. I should have just let him break the sub and then get a little bit extra turn. That was actually a misplay. Kind of jumped the gun a little bit excited. Got a lot of caffeine. I should just finish watching the Jake Paul and the Jake Paul Ben Askren fight. And shout out to Jake Paul getting the round 1 knockout. By the time you guys watch this video, you guys already know. So, all right, if he's got max attack and is not a boosting nature, Ice Punch does 36 to 43%, which is absolutely phenomenal, and we're able to break this up. I'm gonna go for an Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace does 29 to 35% if he's max HP. Ice Punch does not do much damage. He has to be adamant max attack in order for this to do like a punch. So we're able to break the sub here, which is actually super clutch. And then we don't take any damage, which is phenomenal. So not only do we break the substitute, but we're able to do phenomenal amounts of damage with the Aerial Ace. Cool beans. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. So we're gonna go ahead and go for an Aerial Ace here. No reason not to. It's gonna do a big old chunk, 29 to 35%. If he's max HP, he does switch out. Okay. Bronze on. All right. We're gonna go ahead and go for a free knockoff here. Get rid of this thing's item. Sweet. Or what we could do is we can actually go ahead and switch into Jirachi and try to get a wish off, which would be really nice because I think he probably has Toxic. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and switch into Jirachi, and then we are going to get a wish off. I think that's the play. He probably goes for Toxic, what I would assume. We're able to get the Tangrowth nice and healthy from the Regenerator. And then we will go from there. Yep. Cool. Awesome possum. Awesome possum, awesome possum. So we're able to get off a wish here, which is phenomenal. So let's go ahead and get that off, get ourselves nice and healthy. There's nothing that this thing can do to me to knock me out, not with this much bulk. So we go for a wish. Get our Jirachi back, and then go from there. Born Dunzong. Bornden, is that like his nickname? Born Dunzong. It's a very extravagant name. Alrighty, so it's looking pretty good. We want to get some health in our Jirachi. Give it that second life. Shout out to Olivia Sama. Shout out to Just Kurt for helping me put this team together last minute. We built it last night. So shout out to them. Shout out to them. Here's Maleficent. All right. Okay, cool. So he could start to go for some setup. I don't think I care. I think I just need to go ahead and put the damage off. If he goes for an agility, then I can knock him out with Raikou. If he goes for Nasty Plot, and Raikou comes in. So I'm gonna go ahead and go for my protect here to get my health back on my Jirachi. If he wants to click a setup move, I'm fine with that. We're just gonna bring in Raikou at some point when we get the chance to. He probably goes for dark type move, and I just go for Togekiss because Togekiss is a little bit more expendable. Phenomenal. We're gonna get our HP back here. You know what I'm actually gonna do? Jirachi to a Moltres Galar. If your modest max special attack Fiery Wrath at level 50 does how much damage? 64 to 78% right now. We are sitting at 195. We're at 94%. If he's max HP modest, we do live a hit guaranteed with the Fiery Wrath, but I don't think that I want to risk that. I'm gonna go ahead and hard switch out into Besito here and then scare it out with the Dazzling Gleam, but we're gonna go for a Baton Pass because he's gonna go for Fiery Wrath right now, I would assume. So he has Air Slash. Okay. I'm cool with this. He has Life Orb. Okay. Life Orb Moltres. That's good information to have. So let's go ahead and type in the information that we have now, right? Bronzong did reveal to have the Toxic. His Moltres does have the Air Slash. He's got U-Turn plus Life Orb. I'm not the biggest fan of that combination because you get shit for no reason. So what I'm going to do is get my damage, I would assume. Like, why not just get my damage? Or do I switch? Yeah, I'm bringing Squishy. Let's bring in Squishy. If he Toxics me, that's fine. I mean, it'd be unfortunate, but... Heavy Slam. Awesome. Awesome possum. Looking pretty snazzy, guys. So I think my play is very simple. My play is to go for a substitute and continue the process over again. There's no way that this thing can break my substitute. Let's go for it. Go for sub. Bronzong has Heavy Slam. Heavy Slam Toxic, that's what we know. Switches, get a free substitute off. Ice Cube. Cube, that's a cool name. Ice Cube! I love it! I absolutely, positively love it. That's so good. That's awesome. I dig that so much. Alright, Kyurem. If he's a standard no bulk set, how much damage can we do with our Zygarde with 1,000 arrows? This 28 to 33%, so I'm actually going to... Toxic? Yeah, I'm a Toxic. Let's go for a Toxic here. That is our game plan, because only this 28 to 35% to a Kyurem. So we're just going to do what Zygarde does best and be incredibly annoying. And very, very thick. Very, very thick. Just for fun calcs, if he's modest max special attack specs, Ice Beam does 217 to 256%. Isn't that crazy? Oh, he's got Icicle Spear. Good play. Now, do we live this if he's max attack modest? I don't think we do. Can we get 2 hits? 2 hits, Pog? Nice. Perfect. We get lucky there. Icicle Spear was a phenomenal bring. All right, now do we protect or do we switch because he could bring in Bronzong, right? If he brings in Bronzong, what do we do here? If he brings in Bronzong, I think my play is always the same, or I could just bring in Jirachi. Let's go ahead and bring in Jirachi. Let's bring in Rachi. In case he brings in Buzzwole, it covers the Buzzwole, it covers the Icicle Spear. I doubt he goes for an Earth Power expecting the Jirachi. If he does, phenomenal play. He does switch out and he brings in the Bronzong. Okay, cool. Interesting, he brings in Bronzong. Okay. Alrighty. So I think we click Wish. I think we click wish. Right? How are we doing on time? Who's winning the time battle here? We are by a lot. So if we were to put in Bronzong, right? Bronzong, if he's max HP, how much does my Jirachi do with an Iron Head? It is 12%, doesn't do very much. I'm gonna go for a wish here. And then we bring in Zygarde. I think is the play. Okay, goes for Earthquake. This shouldn't do much. 207 down to 123. Okay. We're gonna get a little bit of lefties recovery back. And then our play is to bring back in Bronzong. I think our play is to bring in Squishy. Let's go ahead and bring in Squishy. And see what we want to do from there. I don't think he goes for Toxic. Because if I stayed in, that would be a bad play. Because then it would be null and void on my Jirachi. If he goes for it, then shit. Phenomenal play. I think it's a bad one though. I don't think he does. Wow. Interesting. I don't know if I agree with that one. I really truly don't think I agree with that one. Because if I stayed in with Jirachi, that would have been null and void. But that's just my opinion, right? What does my opinion count? Alright, so he gets my Zygarde Toxic, which is actually really annoying, which is phenomenal for him, right? Phenomenal for him. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna click 1,000 arrows on this play. If he brings in the Buzzwole, that's fine. We'll go from there. If he brings in the Buzzwole, that's fine. He withdraws. Okay. Ice Cube. Ice Cube, I love that, dude. That's so funny. Alright. Alright. So I think our play is to clip Protect. I want to clip Protect to see if he's going to try to predict my Jirachi. Or do I live a hit with the... let's see. Kyurem. Level 50. How much does Earth Power do? Well, he's actually shown to be physical, right? He has Earth Power. That could just be some kind of tech that he's got, right? Earth Power. I'm just gonna click. I'm gonna do Earth Power first. Does the Kyurem even get Earthquake? Let's check. Earth. It does not get Earthquake. So let's see here. How much damage do you do with Earth Power to Jirachi? You probably kill. So I'm curious of what he wants to do, and I'm actually going to go for a Protect on this turn. Yeah, let's go for Protect and see what he wants to do. Let's see if he has it. See if he has it, or if he wants to predict it. We'll go from there. Goes for Dragon Dance. Okay. So he's Physical Kyurem. Now, if he's Physical Kyurem, what does he have to hit Jirachi? What does he have to hit Jirachi? That is the question of the day, right? I can't bring in Togekiss willy-nilly. I think my play is to bring in Besito, because it is basically the sack here now. It is basically the sack here. Goes for Shadow Claw, best case scenario. Cool, so he tried to predict the draw. Oh, he killed us. Okay. So he's basically max physical Jolly. So that's an interesting set. Interesting set to say the least. Does he kill me with the Shadow Claw now from where we're at? We're at 135. 135, and if you're a Jolly max attack, 252, and you're at +1. Let's count this up. We have some time. Shadow Claw. That's for the Jirachi. That's good prep. 52 to 68%. We're sitting at... Oh, we do live the hit. If he's Jolly, we do live the hit. Oh, and this is actually no right thing. No, he kills me. Okay, cool. So, I think our play is to bring in Nihilego on a bike. Let's do it. Took a little bit of time. Maybe we scared him out there a little bit. So let's see if we basically have to go for a Power Gem here. Power Gem does knock it out. Maybe he doesn't expect it. Let's go for it. We're gonna click Power Gem. It's gonna knock out the Kyurem if he does stay in here. He does stay in. We do knock it out, which is absolutely phenomenal. So that's the second kill of the day. So we have Nihi kills Kyurem. And then Kyurem kills Kiss. Okay. Solid bring. So that scary thing is out the way, which is phenomenal. So we can take Kyurem off my little thing here. So what we do now is we bring in Squishy. No questions asked. So let's do it. He's got Earthquake on this thing. I think we saw that, right? I just didn't write that down. Earthquake on the Bronzong. Stealth Rock. Okay, there's his fourth move. Stealth Rock. Okay. I'm cool with that. Alrighty. So, does he bring in the Buzzwole here? My guess is that he does. My guess is that he does. So, if that's the case, I'm going to go ahead and bring in Arya. Let's double out. Let's double out. Expect the Bronzong, the Buzzwole to come back in here. Does switch, brings in the Buzzwole. Yep. Okay. Our play is very simple. We're gonna go ahead and click Zen Headbutt. This thing is a pain in my behind. Straight up. Straight up! We got some good pieces though here, guys. We're looking pretty good. We're gonna go for our Zen Headbutt here. He could bring in the Bronzong if he wants to. We just pivot back out into Zygarde, rinse and repeat. Does with the draw. Okay. Here comes the Bronzong, which is incredibly annoying. Now, my question is, do I just like straight up try to flinch you to death? Because I'm kind of annoyed. Straight up, I'm kind of annoyed at this thing. So, what is our play? We could bring in Tangrowth, but then he could Toxic me, which is really annoying. Let's bring in Squishy. If he doubles, that's fine. If he doubles, that's fine. I think at this point, I think Squishy is like my next sack here. To be honest. Goes for the Earthquake. Okay. And I think on this play, I'm going to go for 1,000 arrows. I think on this play, I go for 1,000 arrows. I have nothing to lose because I don't want to, and I don't want this thing to stay in. He brings in the Buzzwole, So he actually, okay, so he stays in this time. Which is great. Cool beans. Goes for Earthquake. Awesome. So if he's going for Earthquake expecting the Jirachi, I think I bring in Tangrowth. Now that he wants to switch this thing out, I think. And if we bring in the Tangrowth... Yeah, I'm gonna bring in Tangrowth. Let's bring in Tangrowth here. We need to find an avenue to be able to start setting up with Raikou. Raikou could win us the game here. So can Nihilego, to be fair. So can Nihilego. There's the Buzzwole. Alright, so now I think I knock off, actually. I think I knock off on his Ice Punch. Or he could switch. I'm a knock off and get rid of those leftovers. With the draws. Okay, so we're gonna catch the Bronzong. Yep. So getting rid of this thing's leftovers is phenomenal. So there's the knockoff. Oh, that's a 2 KO. That's a 2 KO. Awesome. So we're gonna click it again. We're gonna click it again. And now that's gonna open up the door for Nihilego. That's phenomenal. That's phenomenal. Here's hoping. Here's hoping. It's a good game. Good game so far. Shout out to Brendan. Shout out to Brendan. All right, so get the knockoff. This thing goes down. Great. Love to see it. Love to see it. Tang kills Zong. Awesome. Boom! Shout out to Tang, brother, baby. Big Maru-chan, baby. Big Maru-chan. Here's the Maleficent. We are Spadef a la Madre, dude. We are Spadef a la Madre. I think he goes for air slash, right? But if he goes for that, oh, dude, how much damage do you do with life orb? If you're modest, life orb to my Tangrowth. I'm pretty chonky, right? So Moltres. I would love to get rid of this thing's life orb. Moltres, Galar. If you're modest with a life orb, how much does an air slash hurricane do? So we're gonna put that he has both of them. Hurricane. Hurricane actually does not kill. We're at 182. 182. Hurricane. Hold on 1 second. 182. 43% chance to OHKO. Do we risk that? My guess is no, dude. My guess is no. So we're gonna just sack off Squishy here. Let's sack off Squishy. Let's go for the safe play. We're able to live a hit coming back. We can find out if he has Hurricane. It's just the overall safe play to do. So we're gonna sack off our Squishy here. If he wants to kill me, he can kill me. Squishy has served his purpose. He did phenomenal. Got a bunch of toxics off. Put in the work. Put in the work. There's the U-turn. Okay. I am cool with this. I am cool with this. Do I save this as a sack? I probably could. Because I can bring back in Tangrowth. Because Tangrowth is able to chew hits from the Buzzwole. Yeah, Tangrowth is able to chew hits from this thing. If yours 252... Ice Punch, yeah, dude. Tangrowth chews. Absolutely chews. But the thing is that, do we bring that in now, or do we wait? I think I might actually die to Toxic. No, I don't die to Toxic. Okay. So, our play is to, I think, 1,000 Arrows. I think it's 1,000 Arrows. Yeah, let's 1,000 Arrows. This is gonna do nothing, but I do need to sack this thing. Let's just go ahead and get a little bit of chip. Let's get a little bit of chip, damn it. A little bit of chip. Goes for the sub. It's gonna bring him down just a little bit more. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. I am cool with this. So, Zygarde dies to Toxic from Zong. So Zong gets a passive kill there. Alrighty. So, this thing is going to get worn down slowly, painfully. So our play here is to go ahead and bring in Jirachi. So we're going to be a little bit less Jirachi. If he goes for a Roost, okay, so let's see. 135 or a 65%. How much does Earth Power do? Earthquake, I mean, I should say. Earthquake does half. It does 135. So we are 135, 65%. It's got a chance to OHKO. Definitely's got a chance to OHKO. I think our play is to go for a Wish. Let's go for a Wish. Maybe that's our overall best play because he probably just goes for a Roost here. I would assume. Yep. Cool. We call that 50-50 right. So we do go for the Wish. We had a very good chance to live that Earthquake regardless. And I don't even think he's max attack. I really don't think he's max attack. So our play is incredibly simple here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to protect. And I'm going to let the toxic damage kind of rack up here. And then I can click a pretty safe Zen Headbutt from then on. Or I can just keep roosting and letting this thing die behind the substitute, which I think is a better play. To let this thing just die. So let's go for protect here. Save some of our time. Toxic off on this thing was absolutely clutch. Absolutely clutch. But we can actually, now that the Bronzong's gone, we're a little bit more of a threat. And you can keep doing this. The toxic damage is going to rack up. Like, that's fine. At a certain point, I'm just going to go ahead and break the sub. Because we're going to get it back up to full here. Which means that we can chew these hits now. we can definitely chew these hits. And depending on how much damage the Earthquake does, you know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Let's go for a Wish. I'm gonna go for the safe play first, let the toxic damage kind of rack up here. So we're gonna go for a Wish. See how much damage this Earthquake does. If he's max attack like Jolly, or if he doesn't have any, like, if he's not adamant, this should be doing 69% max. So we're at 207, brings us down to 85. 85. Dude, he's got some investment in him. He's got some investment in him. So our safe play is to go for Protect and play this game, which I'm totally fine with playing, allowing this thing to die behind the substitute. He's gonna have to switch regardless at some point. I'm totally fine with playing this game. He's gonna die eventually, and I'm totally fine with playing this. So I'm gonna go for Protect. He can go for a Roost if he wants to. Again, the Toxic is at the point where he's gonna just, you know, get whittled down very, very easily. He withdraws. Okay, cool. So he withdraws on the Protect, brings in Maleficent. That is fine. Cool. Cool, 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 cool. So we're essentially going to get back up to full here with the leftovers. Nice. Pretty good. All right, our play here is to bring in Nihilego on a bike. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. Nihilego is incredibly chunky. I think that I can probably put in the work here now. Let's see. Fiery Wrath, okay. Does not do a KO. I think I can put in the work here now. Let's go ahead and go for Power Gem. Yeah, let's Power Gem up. Withdraws. Okay, something's about to get to a KO now that the Bronzong is gone. How much damage does this do? Not a 2-hit KO. Okay, that's fine. Our play here now is to bring in Maruchan. He can go for a Scald if he wants to. I actually may even bring in... I'm gonna bring in this. I'm gonna bring in Raikou. Start to put in the work here. Yeah, I think that's the play. So, brings in Tangro, it brings in that. How much? Is he chunky? I would assume so. Let's see. Got Nihilego against a Tentacruel. It's a pretty solid game. Lasting quite a long time. So, shout out to you guys for popping that popcorn, making yourself at home, because this is going to be a long one, guys. So, if it looks like he's max HP, it looks like he's about max HP. Or close to it. No SPDF investment, but max HP. So we're going to bring in Raikou, who's incredibly chunky. Incredibly chunky. We have the pressure. Goes for a Sludge Wave. This should be doing nothing. Awesome. Awesome possum, awesome possum, awesome possum. Our play here is to go ahead and click Calm Mind. So let's go ahead and do that. Click Calm Mind here. Start to set up a little bit. He does switch, I would assume so, right? Probably brings in the Bronzong, or the Buzzwole. Brings in Tapu Koko. Okay, that's fine. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. How much damage can I do to Tapu Koko here? Tapu Koko, if he's offensive. Now we are at +1 special attack. Raikou, +1, +1. Dazzling Gleam. He's at level 50. Does nothing, dude. I'm gonna go for a Thunderbolt here. Does the most amount of damage because of the electric terrain. Or we could just go ahead for another setup move. We could go for another setup move. I can 2-hit KO him here. I'm gonna go for Thunderbolt. I'm gonna Thunderbolt. It's a safe play. Let's Calm Mind here. +1. +1. Oh, he's chunky. He's chonky. He is a chonky boy. Alright. He is not leftovers. So our play here is to bring in Maruchan. Yeah. Let's bring in Maruchan. Tangrowth. To a Tapu Koko. Dazzling Gleam at +1 max special attack does 28 to 34%. Goes for a Thunderbolt. This should be doing nothing. Awesome. And then we go for a... He's Life Orb. Okay. So we're going to go for an Earthquake here. Earthquake should be killing him from this range. He doesn't have the Bronzong. He does have the Moltres, which he can go into. But we got some damage off on the Koko, which is really, really nice. Better play would have actually been to go for a knockoff, maybe get rid of the leftover, the Life Orb. But I could still go into Nihilego like every single time. And honestly, now that Nihilego has the terrain set up, I can actually go for a Thunderbolt on the next time Nihilego goes for a so he withdraws, brings in the Moltres. That's fine. Oh, he brings in this. Okay. Okay. I'm cool with this. I'm cool with this. So I don't want to let this thing set up a substitute, which is unfortunate. You could go for Earthquake to predict the Jirachi. You definitely can do that. I think my safe place to do that because the Koko is still alive. So I'm going to go ahead and bring in Jirachi. If he goes for an Earthquake, great play. But again, I can just rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat because I do live a hit. I'm at full, dude. I'm at full. He probably goes for an Ice Punch to try to get rid of the Tangrowth, which is what I would assume. But we're just going to go for the safe play here. Maybe he tries to over-predict and goes for an Ice Punch. Goes for a substitute. Okay, we rinse and repeat. We play this game, we rinse and repeat. We play this game, we rinse and repeat. I may actually go for a... from where he's at, I may actually go for a... because he's probably going to want to roost here. Probably just want to break the substitute. I think that's the better play. Because we're at full now. So we can live the Earthquake. He can go for a roost, and we can break the substitute. So I think that's a better play. I'm going to go for a Zen Headbutt. Let's go for a Zen Headbutt. Break the sub. He can go for a roost. That's fine. You can go for an Earthquake. That's fine. Goes for a roost. Okay. And I can click Zen Headbutt again. I'm gonna click it again. He is gonna be chunky for sure skis. But the toxic damage is gonna rack up on him pretty quick. So my play is to Zen Headbutt again. Yeah. He does switch here. So something's about to take a big chunk. Alright, so he is going to bring in this. That's fine. I'm cool with this. Our play is to bring in Nihilego on a bike. Rinse and repeat. I think from the health that he's at, I could probably kill the Tangrowth with the U-turn. Okay, that's fine. Tentacruel. Level 50. Can I kill you with a Thunderbolt? I think I have a good chance to. I have some solid pieces left here. So, my play is to Thunderbolt. Let's go for it. I'm a Thunderbolt here. Does kill. Let's go. Let's freaking go. Oh, we get a crit. Oh, Brendan, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's unfortunate, bro. I actually think that may have mattered. That's mad unfortunate, dude. That's fucking... I feel filthy. I'm so sorry, Brendan. I'm so sorry. He kills Tentacruel. Again, it depends on his investment, but depending on the damage from the power gem, I don't think that did kill. That may have mattered, so... I feel pretty bad. I do. But, hey, we take those. This thing... I don't want to get let's set up, so I'm gonna click Thunderbolt again. We do have the +1 attack, and we're under terrain. See how much damage we could do. Yep. If he goes for Calm Mind, we got him. If he goes for Roost, okay. I'm going to Thunderbolt again. That was good damage. That was really good damage. I like that damage a lot. Roost again. Okay. I'm going to Thunderbolt again. I'm going to get rid of this terrain. I'm going to switch on the terrain. He's playing with another crit. This one I can't apologize for because he's going to... I'm going to get it eventually. I think this is the 4th turn of terrain. Something like that. But I think now is the time we're going to go ahead and switch out into Tangrowth. Let's do it. And comes Maruchan. And I think we go for a knockoff. I think we go for a knockoff on this time around. Goes for Roost. Okay. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We'll take that. We will take that to the bank. We will take that to the bank. Our play here is to go for a knockoff, expecting the Moltres to come in so we can get a little bit out of it. Get rid of whatever item this thing has. Which I think it was a Life Orb. He actually showed me that. He was showing me that he was a Life Orb. So getting rid of the Life Orb on this would be really, really nice. He's probably going to switch out into Moltres, which would be the smart play to do. Get rid of that thing's Life Orb, which is great. Goes for the T-Bolt. Stays in. Bold man. Bold man. Gets a crit. Crit for crit. Crit for crit. I'm there for that. I'm there for that. Okay. So on this play, we're exchanging crits here. It's a crit fest. It's a crit fest. It's a crit fest. Whoop, whoop. It's a crit fest. I'm going to go for a Giga Drain actually on this play. Yeah, I'm a Giga Drain. Stays in. So it's gonna be doing less. Get a little bit of health back here. Awesome. I think I can 1v1 this thing now, but now that it doesn't have the Life Orb. Because we're gonna get our health back here. I'm cool with just spamming Giga Drain because it's still gonna get damage off on the Moltres, and I can 1v1 this thing. But being max Spadef here is really great. Being max Spadef here is phenomenal. So he brings in Maleficent, which is the Moltres. Get a little bit of health back here. It doesn't bring him into the what's that thing called where he gets his boost? Berserk. I think our play is very simple. We're gonna go ahead and bring in Nihil Lego on a bike. And we rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Nihil Lego is a little bit more expendable here, and if we could bring in Raikou for free, that would be best case scenario. So it goes for Fiery Wrath this time around. I think this is gonna pick up the kill. It does. All right. Moltres kills Nihi. Our play is to bring in Diego, and then we click Calm Mind, or we just click Thunderbolt. I think that's a better play. I think we put Thunderbolt, because then the Coco can come in and just get himself nice and healthy. So I think our play is very simple. We're gonna go for a Thunderbolt here. He has no immunity to it. He withdraws. Bring in the Buzzwole. I think this should be a 2-hit KO. Should be. Yep. Awesome. We're in a good position here. We're in a solid position here. Raikou kills Buzz. What a game, dude. What a game. Phenomenal game. Holy shit. Woo! I did not expect this. This is great. I love this a lot. This is awesome. This is what it's about. Games like this is what it's about. But our play is very simple. We're gonna go ahead and switch on out to Maruchan. No reason not to. No reason not to. The Buzzwole is gone. That's the biggest threat. Aside from the Moltres, right? But the Moltres is handleable. Handleable, if that's even a word. Goes for Roost, okay. And I think it's placed to try to set up on me, so I'm actually going to go for an Earthquake here. He with the draws. Okay. Brings down Maleficent. Okay, okay. So, what we do is we bring in Jirachi on his flying type move. Because we're at full. Goes for Fiery Wrath. Oh, good play. Good play. Good play. Good play. All right, so we sack Jirachi here, right? We're gonna go for a Wish. Sack Jirachi. Moltres kills. Wait, we're faster. Yeah, we knew we were faster. We knew we were faster. Moltres kills Rachi. Brings in Coco. Interesting game, to say the least. We're gonna bring in Raikou. We're gonna get our Wish. We're gonna bring in Raikou. We're gonna get our Wish. We have to stay in on this turn to get the Wish. I'm gonna go for a Scald. Clicks Calm Mind. That's fine. We're only in here to get our Wish. Stay in, click Skull. Can we get a burn? Residual. Oh, we don't get it. Okay, cool. We get the Wish. Loses the terrain. We switch into Maruchan. We have the timer advantage, which is really, really nice. We do have the timer advantage, which is phenomenal. And I think on this play, we spam Knockoff. Because the Moltres can come back in. This is still doing next to nothing. Especially without that stuff back. So we're gonna go for a knockoff, expecting the Moltres to come back in. He does withdraw, so we get the life orb off on the Moltres, which is really, really nice. This thing not getting Roost is phenomenal. We do live a hit. Sweet. Get the life orb off. We're gonna bring in Diego. Chew the flying time move. You can go for a U-turn if he wants to go for a U-turn, but at this point I think we're doing pretty well. We're doing pretty well. We keep our health on our Tangrowth because that's what's gonna 1v1 the Tapu Koko. We're super chunky on this, so we should be able to chew a hit. Goes for the Hurricane. He does hit. We're electric type. We're very chunky. This is phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. So we're gonna go for a Scald, I think, on this play, or we could actually just go for a Thunderbolt. There's no reason not to go for a Thunderbolt. Gets more damage off on the Coco. We'll go for Thunderbolt. He with the draws, gets some damage off on the Coco. Rinse and repeat. Bring back in Tangrowth. No reason not to. No reason not to. Because we do live a hit from full on our Tangrowth. We do live a hit. Pretty sure. Moltres Galar doesn't have his life orb anymore if he's modest, and he has Hurricane. But yeah, our play is very simple. We switch out again. We're going to bring back in Maruchan because there's no reason not to. We can just switch it back out, get our health back. We do live a Hurricane from full if he's modest. We do live a Hurricane from full if he's modest. So I think our play here is to go for a Giga Drain. Goes for Calm Mind. Okay. I'm cool with this. That Moltres is incredibly weakened, so I'm actually gonna go for a Giga Drain here. Phenomenal. Phenomenal. We go for a Giga Drain. Does live, that's fine. We spam Giga Drain at this point. Giga Drain again. He's got 6 seconds left. 6 seconds left. Goes for Dazzling Gleam. I think we kill the Coco here. We do. Phenomenal. We win the game. Tang kills Coco. Phenomenal game, Brendan. Phenomenal game. But Raiku's able to knock out the Moltres here. So we stay in with Tangrowth. We don't do anything crazy, anything stupid. And we go for a Giga Drain. Goes for Fiery Wrath. This does not kill us. And Tangrowth brings it home. Tangrowth do be chonky. Tang kills Moltres. Phenomenal game to DarkDevil26. Do me a massive favor, guys. Down in the description below will be a link to his YouTube channel. Watch his side of the battle. Leave a like on his video. Leave a comment down below. Let him know that we sent you over there to show him some love. Spread the love to the community. It's all that we ask for. And yeah, phenomenal game. My blood's boiling, man. That was crazy. That was bonkers. That was bananas. He brought it down to the wire. I love games like this that gets my juices flowing and brings out the best in you. You got to really think very cerebrally and strategically. So shout out to Brendan. Phenomenal battler. Great content. Great game. Yeah. And with that being said, guys, we're going to take a dub on the SDA. We got 3 in a row. We're trying our best to get, I didn't mention this in the beginning, but the top 2 seeds in the league when it comes playoff time gets bye weeks. And we're looking to get one of those. So hopefully we're able to snag one of those bye weeks to take a week off, which would be really nice. So we're on our way. Knock on wood. Let's keep this momentum going. And thank you guys so much for your support. Leave a like on this video. If you're new here, subscribe. And with that being said, I'm going to get the heck up out of here. Have a great rest of your night. And above all else, be nice. Peace.